Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Snow Canyon High School and WarriorNation.tv, as tonight we bring you live from the gym at Snow Canyon, the Snow Canyon Wrestlers in their final duel of the season, taking on the Cedar Redmen, or now just the Cedar Reds.
Right.
Got to make sure we get that correct. So should be a great contest tonight. We're looking forward to bringing you some wrestling action. This is Snow Canyon's opportunity, if they win tonight, to be back-to-back region champions, having won region last year. And this sets up to be a really good entry into the state tournament for our Snow Canyon Warriors. Tonight with me, once again, Coach Rob Ward, wrestling guru, to help bring us the action from the mat tonight. Coach Ward, how are you this evening?
Coach Kenny, I'm excited to be here with you tonight. This is an incredibly exciting night. So excited for Coach Lang and his staff, and for all the wrestlers and their families, their parents, who've worked so hard, especially for the seniors, senior night, chance for them to shine. And because wrestling rules and regulations, things have changed so much, it's no longer, you can have seniors that can be dispersed between varsity and JV, so it's way more inclusive than it used to be. It used to be pretty selective. If they didn't make the varsity, it was a bummer. There was actually kids who could probably have placed in a state tournament in the past that were not able to wrestle because they didn't allow junior varsity wrestlers or under varsity wrestlers to wrestle, but now they do. So we'll have a lot more seniors tonight. It's just a great night.
Yeah, super excited to do this tonight. We are minutes away from, like we said, the last home match, meaning it's going to be a senior night, like Coach Ward was talking about. The Warriors are going to be introducing the senior wrestlers for the year, along with their parents, and giving them some congratulations. And Coach, I can't even imagine what it's got to be like to go through a sport as grueling as this for 4 years in a row.
Yeah, you think, and it seems like 4 years in a row, but yet you see some of these seniors have been wrestling since they were 4. You know, so it's a 10-year, 13, you know, they've been wrestling for 12, 13 years. This is a big night for them. There's a lot of emotion. It's the culmination, and on the part of parents, only parents of wrestlers really understand how grueling it can be from watching the kids work hard, be tired putting up with their sometimes there's a few mood swings involved with losing a little bit of weight and working as hard as they do. Parents go through all of that with their kids. Not to mention on matches, if you ever want a real party, sometimes you just need to focus on what mothers are doing on the sideline while their sons are getting twisted or are doing some twisting. They're moving every which way. I bet they lose 5-10 pounds during a match. It wouldn't be surprising.
Well, we've got plenty of fans in the stands. You can tell that the wrestling program here at Snow Canyon High School has been doing a great job. The stands on at least the home side of the gym are pretty packed tonight with fans and parents and just support from students to, like Coach Ward was saying, help culminate these great wrestlers and what they've been able to go through. And in any sport in high school, this is just the culmination, like you said, of hard work, a lot of dedication, and not many of these kids go on to do it at the next level.
Oh no, they won't. So this is, there are some that may, but the pyramid of success in wrestling gets really, really, really obvious from here on out, because now when they go to the next level, you're talking about state champions against state champions, because everybody's a state champion there. Here, it's not quite that competitive. But like you say, Coach, this is it. The fan base, the people present, is indicative of Coach Lang and his ability to recruit kids. As a coach, sooner or later you're going to start to surround yourself with kids who believe in you, believe in what you're doing, and they're a reflection of you. Coach Lang's a tremendous individual. He's got tremendous program, tremendous support. Parents believe in him and what he's doing, and he's a great promoter. I don't know who I think I mentioned last week, I don't know who's in charge of promoting and highlighting accomplishments, but they do a tremendous job. So everybody's well informed, and the more information that gets out, that's just a great thing for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely true. And while we're getting ready right now in the gym here to announce all these seniors, let me just say on that note, Coach Lang, his coaching staff, the great job they've done. Here's a list of all of the guys that Coach Lang has on his staff that work with these kids, you know, night in and night out. And like you said, probably a lot of them since they've been, you know, 4, 5, 6 years old.
Oh, yeah.
So head coach is Nick Lang, right? You've got Kyle Case, Jason Wilson, Kason Gubler, Cody Hafen, Chris Farr, Colby Smith, Taylor Guyman, and Cade Moss. And I recognize a lot of those names as being former wrestlers who Coach Lang actually has coached.
Absolutely. 2 of them are state champions. I know that Coach Case was a state champion in Idaho. So you've got, I don't know the rest of the bios on those fellows, but they are extremely successful and very, very experienced and offer a lot to the young men that they work with.
Yeah, that's just awesome stuff. So we're doing the senior announcing right now. They just announced the first senior right there. It's Branson Averett. Branson Averett out there with his parents right in front of the mat. They're reading a little bit of information about these seniors as they come out. And we'll keep those seniors on the camera for you so you can see them. And as they start coming, we'll let you know. So the next senior coming out with his mother right there is Brecken Fisher. Brecken Fisher, I believe, wrestles in one of the heavier weight divisions. He might even be in the heavyweight division tonight.
Brecken will be in 190.
Yeah, he's the 190 weight class, so. So we're kind of catching some information as they talk about these seniors coming out. Brecken, he's the number 4 ranked 190-pound wrestler in Utah right now in the 4A classification.
Been doing a great job all year long.
Brecken is accompanied tonight by his mother, Lisa Fisher. A round of applause for Brecken.
Next senior that's coming out here with mom and dad is Braden Jones.
Braden did a great job for us this year in football, and he's done a great job this year in wrestling. He's had to work through some injuries, but he's a relative of Rockwell Jones. So
nice.
Yeah, Braden's doing a great job. I think they're cousins, but both great young men. Luckily, we have Brock for another year, but Braden's done a great job this year.
I actually have Braden in a class, first time I've had him in a class this year. He's doing a concurrent enrollment college math class.
Really?
So the kid's got to be pretty smart if he's taking one of those college algebra college classes in high school. And he's been a good kid to have so far this semester, get to know him.
Awesome kid.
Yeah.
Wonderful kid.
Next, we're introducing one of our female lady wrestlers. It's Aubriana Mahoney. Yeah, they're talking about it over the PA right now, but I do believe this is Aubriana's first year wrestling. I think she might have had a little bit of an injury, which is why we haven't had an opportunity to watch her at these home matches. But, you know, what a great kid coming out, trying something new.
I'm telling you, wrestling with it's incredible the courage it takes to walk out as a first-year senior and just say, hey, I'm just going to do the best I can do and throw it out there.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Our next senior that we're going to be introducing, walking out with his father, it looks like, is Carlos Ortiz.
Yep, Carlos, this is, I think this is his 3rd or 4th year he's been wrestling. He's battled and done some great things, made some great strides and great improvement, shown great improvement and stick-to-itiveness. There was a point where he was going to move back to Virginia, and then he might have gone back, but then came back and he stayed. Been really good. Glad that he stayed here. I think Coach Lang's had a great influence, the whole staff has, on him and the boys, the rest of the wrestlers.
That's awesome stuff right there. Next wrestler coming out, senior Jackson Pikovit.
Jackson Pikovit. Yep. Jack's awesome. I saw Jax today. I had him in class last year, but I saw him in in the hall today, or was it yesterday? I can't remember. But he says, "Hey, coach," he says, "senior night tomorrow night." I said, "Yeah." He says, "You gonna be there?" I said, "I'll be there, Jax. I'll be there, baby." So he's just a great kid.
Yep, and I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference as educators, which you and I are, when you can find some time to get out and show these kids support outside of the classroom, and they know that you care about them other than a Spanish class, a math class. And,
absolutely.
you know, just the atmosphere that creates in the school, and these kids know that we really are invested in what they're doing.
Absolutely, and you're a great example of that, Coach. I've watched you over the years, and I'm telling you, the connections that I've seen you make with kids in the classroom and out of the classroom, it's a great example for all of us. It is an important thing. It means a lot to these kids, and it's believe me, and they're better in class. When they see us outside,
Absolutely.
They are way better in class. They're just like, hey, I know you care about me.
Yep.
So in class sometimes, even though you're with me 180 days of the year, or 90 of them, whatever, this really means that you care.
Absolutely right, yep. The next senior that's being introduced right there is Zach Rasmussen. I've had Zach in class for, I think, 3 years now in a row. He's just a brilliant kid, strong student. It's great to see him wrestling. I got to see him wrestle in a JV match last week, or a couple weeks ago when we were here, and man, what a great kid.
Yep, and he's a major challenge for people because of his height and his length.
I was just going to ask that. Does that make a difference when they're so lengthy
absolutely.
and long?
The leverage is unbelievable. When they spread their legs out and they get a hold of you, it's like you know you've been gotten a hold of.
Yeah.
Curiously enough, Zach used to be a Weeblos. When my wife was Weeblos leader, Zach would come over to our house, and he was always climbing up the casing of our doors. He was like he's like a spider, man. It's awesome.
Oh, that's
Zach's just
sweet.
incredible.
Yep. Well, the last senior on the list for tonight is Edgar Renteria. Edgar wrestles in the 120-pound weight class for Snow Canyon, and it looks like here on my list, he is currently ranked number 3 in the state. So definitely one of those kids the Warriors will be looking to help them earn some points when they get to the state tournament this year.
Absolutely, you know, and whether you're ranked 3, 2, 4, it really doesn't matter. You know, in the years that I've seen it, I can remember kids who were unranked that have gone on to win the state championship. So Edgar is ranked high, but he could finish higher than he's ranked and do a great job, and he's due too. He's worked really, really hard. He's got over 100 wins. I think we witnessed either a match or two ago, he got his 100th win.
Oh, that's awesome.
As a varsity wrestler.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, and tell me, so for people who are watching who may not know, if you wrestle one high school season, how many matches can you expect to be in, tournaments, all that kind of stuff, in a season at high school level?
Conservatively, you'd probably be between 30 and 50. It just depends on, like if kids take a championship route, they're going to wrestle less matches than kids who take, but because of the proliferation of dual meet tournaments where kids go and they get 8 matches. If you have, I think these guys have gone to Syracuse, they've gone to Desert Hills. Those were both 8, so that's 16, and then you have probably the Dixie tournament that they could wrestle anywhere from 4 to 7 matches there.
Right.
And then they've had tournaments this month, which would be, I mean, that was what, 16-4, that's probably 23. So they're looking at 40 to 46 matches right there with just the base, let alone the duels.
Sure.
You know, you've had 7 duels, that adds 7 matches. So, or 6 or 7 duels, that adds those matches, that enterprise. So you're between 40 and 50 they could have in a season.
It's crazy. And just think, 100 wins. I mean, that's an incredible percentage.
It is.
And just awesome stuff. So right now, it looks like the seniors are going out there on the center of the mat. Coach Lang out there with a couple of his assistants, and it looks like they've brought some old wrestlers in.
They brought a lot of alumni back, so they can build that brotherhood and the spirit of belonging that is so incredible. Wrestling can be grueling, and if you don't understand the reason why, you'll never endure the how. The how of wrestling is just unbelievably challenging on multiple levels. So that's what that's all about, and Coach Lang's just done such a
Well,
magical
I'm telling
job.
you, yeah, you look at the alumni that came out here to do that stuff with the wrestlers right now, and they're going to stick around and watch for sure. Those are the kinds of things you take outside of the high school season
Absolutely.
and you cherish forever. Almost
Absolutely.
more than the wins and is that friendship, the camaraderie, and things that you create with
You
those.
are so right, Coach.
So awesome.
So right. Well said.
Coach Lang right now, I don't know if we got the camera rolling on this, but Coach Lang is bringing out a lot of his younger wrestlers. They just had a big, huge, tournament where a lot of the younger wrestlers and middle schools competed. But this right here, Coach, is the reason why he's so successful in his program.
Absolutely.
Because he gets kids bought in and buying into what these guys are doing at the high school at such a young age.
You can see some of them wearing their medals that they received at the middle school and junior high championships this year, and bless Coach Lang and those guys who work in this club program, because for some reason, Washington County School District does not support, and I'm not evil speaking, I'm just saying it's a fact, they don't support middle school, junior high wrestling. So they have to go through a club situation. It's just an extra hurdle or an extra hoop that they have to crawl through to try and build a program. So despite doing that, you see the success that they're having. It's incredible. It is truly incredible.
Yep.
You look at other districts, and man, they got middle school, junior high programs, and they just got them running through them. But for some reason, I think it has to do with liability or something. They don't allow us to, so he's figured out a way to be able to do that. It's magical what he's done.
Yeah, that's just an awesome thing. Coach Lang, if you guys can't hear this on the camera, he's talking about some medal winners right now. Kid who we just introduced right there with the yellow medal took 4th at state. Bridger right there, we just talked to, 5th in state. Another kid, Matt, right there, 5th in state. And that's Preston Lang, Coach's kid. He took the state championship at the junior high level.
Awesome.
So I guarantee you that Coach is just pumped for him to get up into that high school thing. So he's presenting him a trophy, I think he said for 2nd place overall
right.
in state championship, whatever it is, for the younger junior high and club wrestling team. What an amazing thing to be able to keep that high school program rolling and successful, and bringing up kids like this who are finding success as well.
Awesome. So awesome.
Freaking
so
awesome.
Proud of him.
Yep.
Excited for him. He's doing a great job.
Such good
Great
stuff.
job.
Well, I believe now they're going to be bringing out the senior wrestlers so that they can get their warm-up in before things get going. So before those kids come out, we'll go ahead and take a quick break right here. Let some advertisers get in some of their commercials. We appreciate all they do to support Warrior Nation TV and the things that we try to do here to bring you just the greatness that's going on here in Snow Canyon Athletics. So we'll take that break, and we'll be back in a few minutes here at WarriorNation.tv.
This is Dr. Burke with Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics. Inside each of us is a desire to be our best self, but sometimes we need a little push. We need that voice telling us to keep going. We need that encouragement and that assurance that we're moving forward and improving. This could not be more true than when it comes to our appearance and our smile. So much of our confidence is based on the way we're perceived by others. With a great smile comes a significant boost in self-esteem and self-worth. At Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics, our mission is to encourage you and help you take an active role in improving your life. We want to build you up, grow your confidence, and help you move forward. Live your best life. Be the best you. Visit our website today, burkeandbeckstromortho.com, to see how you can smile forward with Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
The clouds in the sky seem less noticeable than the cloud connected to your phone. Data is quickly becoming the new currency in our society, and all the information you or your business can hold is priceless. So why not store it, secure it, and protect it? That's where we come in. Our job is to assist you in ways that help you to facilitate your business. Tonic One Data Center redefines the meaning of data protection. Located in the disaster-safe zone of St. George, Utah, we have created a faster, friendlier, and more secure way to connect to you.
Welcome back. Right now we're announcing a lot of the matchups that are going to happen today. Faith Quinlan at the 125-pound girls varsity matchup today. I didn't see the 125 over here. I think they said Ava or Aaliyah for Cedar, but I'm not seeing that name on the program. There it is. Maybe. Yep. Megan Allred going to be wrestling in the 155. It looks like that gal she's wrestling from Cedar is Michaela Lucero. And now the matchups in the boys varsity tonight. You have Elijah Buckner at the 106 weight from Cedar wrestling against Asher Farr, who's sponsored tonight by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. The 113 weight pound class, Cedar is not putting somebody on the mat, and so Caden Guyman, sponsored by Intermountain Concrete Specialists, is going to take some points home for Snow Canyon in that group right there. At the 120-pound weight class tonight, Wyatt Greenall from Cedar will be wrestling against that senior, Edgar Renteria. The 126-pound weight class, Zach Taylor from Cedar going to be wrestling against Kason Smith of the Warriors. In the 132, 138 weight classes, Cedar is not going to wrestle anyone, but Dominic Benedito will be taking home some points in that 132 weight class, and Bryce Barnes, sponsored by Aquatap, is going to be taking home some points at that 138-pound weight class. Coach, what do we got coming up after that 120 or 138 class?
Then at 144 is going to be one of the marquee matches of the evening. That'll be Brendan Smith. Brendan's sponsored by Metcalf Mortuary, and he's going to be wrestling Cooper Anderson. Both wrestlers are ranked. It should be a great, great match. Then at 150, you're going to have Jansen Payne. I think that's Coach Payne's son. He's going to be wrestling Max Edwards from the Warriors. At 157, you have Race Zobel from Cedar City. He's going to be wrestling Tegan Whitehead. Tegan is sponsored by Findlay Volkswagen. At 165, you have Justin Anderson from Cedar City, and he will be wrestling Rockwell Jones, sponsored by Vibrant Healthcare. At 175, there's another hole in the lineup for Cedar. And so Phoenix Oliver will receive a 4 foot and 6 points for the Warriors. At 190, Aiden Boua is for Cedar City, and he'll be wrestling Brecken Fisher, sponsored by Dennis Miller Homes, at 190. Then at 215, you've got Cedar's Bryson Bennett, and he'll be wrestling Snow Canyon's Vince Threlfall, who is sponsored by Dixie Gun and Fish.
I'm excited to see that one. We didn't get to see him wrestle last time we were here because it was a no-show for the other team.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that too. Vince has quite a few of those, but you know, some of the toughest matches Vince has is with the JV wrestler Bo Miller from Snow Canyon's team. They wrestle hard against each other. Anyway, at the heavyweight match for Cedar City is Jason Ziegler, and he will be wrestling Tag Gubler, who's sponsored by West Fab Incorporated.
Well, we are excited for this match tonight. Looks like almost the entire cheer squad came out today to support the Warrior wrestlers.
And the cheerleaders had quite a bit of success last week at their state championship.
They were able to win 3 of their 5 competitions in the state tournament.
We tried to help them feel really good about that because they felt a little disappointed. They're used to sweeping. They've swept the last 2 years. They've swept all 5 categories, but I don't know, I think you join me, and we feel really good about what they're able to accomplish.
Such a good group of kids. Kirsten Hansen, the kind of leader of the cheerleaders, won Coach of the Year in 4A and recognized for all of her hard work. And Coach, that's one of the best things about being in Region 10. Our cheerleaders go win, 4 or 5 years in a row of sweeping it, and it just builds the other programs so that they can compete, and it just makes everybody down here in Southern Utah better. And you see that throughout the sports programs down here in Southern Utah.
Absolutely. Washington County has a huge, just Washington County, but Region 10, like you say, they just have a huge impact on the rest of on each other. You know, how often do we see, the state championship's got to run through, doesn't matter the sport really. State championship has got to run through one of the teams in our region. It's pretty incredible.
Well, here's our first varsity match tonight in the ladies category. It's going to be Faith Quinlan versus Aylin Ice Greeley.
Faith's doing a good job. She's working her head, but got a little bit out of position. There's 2 for a takedown right on the edge of the mat, but because they still had feet in bounds when they scored, then that is 2 for a takedown.
Yeah, it looked like she had a pretty good start right there, so those are some tough points to give up right there as they get out of bounds and get ready to reset.
Absolutely, but she can make it up right now while she's still fresh.
Yeah, for those of you that are watching on TV, on the TV screen there, down in that left-hand corner, we got the scoreboard up tonight, and just so you know what's going on there, we've got the time of the periods. Again, 3 periods in a wrestling match, and on the left side is the current match points going on, and on the right side we'll be keeping track of team totals tonight.
Absolutely.
Once again, if the Warriors are able to be victorious tonight, they will claim their 2nd in a row region championship, back-to-backs for Coach Lang and the Snow Canyon Wrestling program.
Awesome night for them, awesome night. Right now, Faith's doing a good job keeping her base. She's trying to control hands there. Oh, she had a little sit out there and got put back on her stomach, but she'll need to build her base now so that she can go back to work. She's trying to control hands. She's back on her knees. That's good. Eileen is trying to work a half. She's getting physical there on top. Paige is pinched in pretty good, but she's going to have to come back, or she's going to get called for stalling. So now she can come up to her base. Her hips are uncovered. Eileen's working what's called a corkscrew off of, and it's pretty tight. She's got it pretty tight. Face trying to get off her back. And there's the fall.
And there's the fall.
That was awfully tight, Coach. That was awfully tight. Hard to get out of that one.
Yeah, that looked like a good move right there from Aileen, however you pronounce that name. Good match for her. With Faith Quinlan, this is only her second year wrestling, and last year she was able to qualify in her weight class to go to the state tournament. So our second girls match tonight at the 155 class, Megan Allred taking on Michaela Lucero from Cedar.
Michaela went ahead and took a good shot, but Megan is doing a good job. Got around, got her 2 points. So she's covered her hips now, got her broke down already. She's going to go to work.
Yeah, Megan is a seasoned wrestler. She is a returning state finalist from last year. And in the 6A girls state duels up at, she was a round robin champion. So she took third at state in the Utah Freestyle State Championships and fourth at the Folk Style Nationals in Iowa last June. So
she's got.
Oh, and there you go.
And
Coach.
there's the fall right now. Well,
boom.
There you go. That was good. We didn't have a lot to say. In a recap, she took her down. She covered her hips. She got a near wrist, and then she reached under and grabbed that far elbow. She got the far wrist, got a far elbow, and then just walked the head, and that just turned her hips right over, and then she smothered her for a fall.
There you go. So now, girls, the 2 varsity matches are finished, and we are ready to get into the varsity boys here. First up tonight in the 106 category, Asher Farr. Whoop. Oh, I am actually wrong. Kayshin Smith is
I
wrestling.
guess they flipped and they started. They'll be starting at the 126 match.
Okay.
So we'll end up with Edgar Renteria. So they're going to go
last.
here and then
Got
come
you.
back around.
What a great honor for the senior.
Right. That is a big act. That is a big option. Sometimes they draw out and they start right at the bottom, go up. But they can draw out and start a different, or if the coaches decide, hey, let's end up on this match, then they'll start at the match after that. So we start with Kaysen. He's already got a takedown. He's working. He has a far elbow. He's working on a cross-face cradle right now, trying to bring that head to the knee. If he gets it there, he's going to lock up. He went ahead and went cross-face the other way now, and he's working a cradle on the other side. See him weighting heavily, trying to get that head down to the knee. He's got a leg in on this side, so the pressure is pretty immense on Wyatt. Now
one more down, Coach. Zach, I think.
With
126.
Zach? Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry. With
Taylor.
Zach. Okay, Zach. At any rate, now he's got the cradle. He's rocked him back. Now if he can get that bottom knee in, the knee that's next to the mat, he wants to get that away and get it into his hip. If he can get that in, then he can force the hip away, and that'll square the shoulders up and put him flat on the mat. Right now you can see that inside shoulders up, but he's got good control. Now he's broken the grip. He's still got a wrist. He's got him in control. He's got him still in jeopardy, but it's going to be awfully hard to pin from that. Now he's worked. Wow. That was exciting. Went right up on his hip. So that situation is ended. So now the 3 near fall has been given, and he can switch to a different hold. He's actually now working again. He was going for a tilt there, but that didn't pan out. So now he's gotten back up. Now he's got an arm bar, and he's walking the backside into the period, perhaps saving Zach from another predicament.
Yeah,
on his
good
back.
period right there for Kaysen. Kaysen's only a freshman, and he is the son of Coach Kobe Smith.
I think he's the older brother or younger brother of Brendan. Is that correct?
It could be. I am not 100% sure, but that absolutely could be. Yes, I see the same parents for both of them on my list here, so that would be true. And Kaysen last year, he made the podium as an 8th grader at the Utah Super State Tournament. So
he just hit a Granby roll right here. Kaysen did take bottom, and Cedar had deferred the choice, gave it to Kaysen, so he went ahead and took down and then hit a nice Granby roll. He picked up 2 and 3. He picked up
awesome.
2 for reversal and 3 for a near fall. Now he's working on a nice step through, elevated leg. Now he's got him in a Turk position. And all he needs to do, if he reaches back and gets the heel from here, he's working a claw position where he's come underneath and he's on actually the trap on the other side. That gave him another 2 points near fall. So he's at 12-0.
Wow.
So he's really close to a technical fall. If he turns him again and exposes his shoulders and picks up 3 more points, this is over. So if he's going to go for the fall, once he gets him there, he's got to pin him. If not, if he gets out of that predicament, then it'll be a technical fall.
I see
and
that.
And he's got 50 seconds to do it.
Coach, I'm noticing on that last move that he had where he just about had that near fall, he's got his arm kind of close to Zach's neck right there. How close does the official look at maybe neck or choke holds when they're doing these wrestling moves?
You know, they're looking very closely because number one priority is protection of the wrestlers.
Right.
So they're looking at that. Sometimes it's hard to judge. Most wrestlers don't do that on purpose. Sometimes it's just the nature of how they turn.
Sure.
So you've just got to watch that as an official. And a lot of times kids in that situation will say, he's choking me,
right.
He's choking me. But I'll just tell you right now, if you can talk, you're not being choked.
There you go.
So that's the rule of thumb.
Right.
But if your veins are popping and you're turning red and you can't say anything, hey,
then
stop it real quick.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Okay, they went out of bounds. He's going to reset.
Yep.
He's got 7 seconds. I'm not sure he can turn him and get a 3 near fall here, so we'll probably be going in the 3rd period. Cedar's just happy to survive that 2nd period. Now it's going to be Cedar's choice. He deferred 1st period. He chooses neutral. So now, next thing, Casey gets a takedown. That'll be 2. If he takes him straight to his back, he's got to finish him, or it will be a tech fall. There's the shot, and he's shot.
Good
Okay,
leverage
his
right
foot's
there.
out. No,
Oh.
see, he has to have both feet in when he comes to that side. So you saw one of his feet came out. If it hits and he plants it back in, he has a chance. But it actually planted out of bounds. That makes it not possible for him to score. He's working heavy on the head here. And there that's really difficult for the Cedar kid. He's got that shot. He shot that low outside single. He's got 2. He's covered the hips right now. So now he's got a situation where he's got a leg in on the far side. Now he's working a power half really hard. Ooh, gosh. Now, see, he can still get near fall points. Even though his shoulders are out of bounds, the majority of the wrestlers are inbound. So he can still score near fall points out. That resolved before there was any near fall. Now he's reached the cry. Now he's got him in double trouble here.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, there's a stack. So that's the match right there. That's a tech fall
2
right
more
there.
points, 16,
Yep.
and that's a technical fall. And remind us again, Coach, technical foul gives the kid how many points for the team?
4 points for the team. No, excuse me, 5.
5
points for the team.
What an impressive match right there
That was
from Kason Smith, freshman varsity wrestler.
in a word, domination.
Yes, that was
dominant.
a good match from him right there. All right.
Now comes Dominique Benedetto, and he just goes out to get his hand raised. That'll give 6 more to the Warriors. So
There
they're
you
11.
go. Tell you a little bit about Dominico while he was out there in 2021. He was the Desert Storm Invitational finalist.
That's impressive.
Good
That's
stuff.
a difficult tournament.
Yeah. So here's Bryce Barnes coming out at the 138. He's sponsored by Aquatap. And Bryce has been coming back off of a knee injury and was hoping to get back into the swing of things before the state tournament, but didn't get an opportunity to do that tonight. So,
Yeah, interesting enough, you can see the Cedar gets I guess there was a forfeit then. We're going to forfeit at 144. Yeah, at 144, Snow Canyon chooses to forfeit that match.
wow, I wonder what happened with Brendan. Brendan is the 2nd-ranked wrestler in his weight class at state. And the kid from Cedar was 3rd-ranked, that Cooper Anderson. So, interesting that we didn't get to see that one.
Now we got Max against Race Zobel.
The 150-pound
You can see the
wrestlers.
singlets that they're wearing tonight. They're wearing a variety of singlets. These are throwbacks in a tribute to past wrestling years, past teams.
Nice.
So this one was, gosh, been a while since we had that singlet. I know the gold ones, it's been probably 10, 14, 10, 12, 14 years.
Wow.
So Max is doing a good job. He can't cross his legs here in this situation, but he's fighting now. He went ahead and realized he was in a bad position, so go ahead and gave up that. But he's getting right back to his feet. He's controlling hands. Looks like he could be. Okay, Cedar Kid threw in a leg and got him back to the mat. Cedar generally will be pretty good on the legs. They ride legs have for a long time.
So Max is a junior. He's had a few years break from wrestling and has come back this year to wrestle with Coach Lang in the Warrior program. And Max's opponent tonight, Jansen Payne, he is ranked number 4 in the state.
And this is Coach Luke Payne's son. Pretty sure he had a nice little peekaboo tilt there.
Good
and
escape
again
from
goes
Max.
right back to the leg, so he's got him 5-0 right now. And again, this Luke Payne will have been wrestling for a long time. He's been wrestling for quite a long time. He's got that leg in, and he's applying a tremendous amount of pressure, but Max is keeping his shoulders perpendicular to the mat, so he hasn't broken that 45-degree that's necessary for the referee to start counting. He didn't get any air fall, so Max did a good job just staying out of a precarious position, ending up only 5-0 at the end of that period. Cedar defers, and Max will take neutral, give himself a good chance to try and get some points here. He's already had a taste of down, and that didn't quite go like he wanted. Max is in on a good shot. He's in on a double leg. He's just got to finish it. Good job by Cedar. Throwing his hips in there. He's got around. He's got an ankle on Max.
Oh.
And he'll finish up. There's the takedown. Good scramble position, though, by both wrestlers. Max had a good shot, just couldn't finish it. Give Cedar the...
Yeah, Jansen did a great job getting out of that. I thought Max with that shot on the leg had a good chance if he could have finished that off.
Yep. It's a great job of scrambling by... Great jobs of scrambling by Jansen, making... Hey, he made chicken salad out of a not very good position.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at Max.
A little reversal.
There you go, Max, with the reversal. Good for him. And then here comes Jansen right back with a reversal there and getting 2 points. So we got 8-9-2 right now. But Max has got a great deal of fight, so he's going to, I wouldn't be surprised to see something else exciting happen here. Max is fighting off that half, which is tight. Got a good job. He's got back on his base. You can see Jansen's got a far wrist right now, and he's looking to, then he's come with a cross face now. Might try and work, yeah, he's working for a cradle, but he can't get that. Max is doing a good job. If they put that outside knee up, you can go for the cradle. If they come up here, now he'll walk the head and attempt to do what he's doing right, take Max. Max went with it, used the old Bruce Lee philosophy and went with it, and it worked out well for him. He was able to fight off that situation. Now Max is coming out good. He's got him, oh, very close. Back on his feet. He's there. He's got hands trying to get away.
Oh, pretty dang close, earning a few points there
Very
at the
good
end
job.
of that round.
Very good job. Max showed
right
some
there.
good fight there.
Wrestling well against the 4th-ranked kid, Jansen Payne from Cedar. Jansen with the 9-2 lead in the match, and we enter the 3rd and final period right here.
Max has a rich history of wrestling. His dad wrestled up at Delta High School. I remember refereeing him when he was wrestling. Great wrestler up there. Great wrestler. And he had his older brother Daxton also wrestled for Snow Canyon. Did a great job here. Was a great. Max is very, he's interesting. It's pretty unconventional, so it takes you by surprise if you're not used to it. I imagine the guys in the room are used to it. Right. Not guys he doesn't wrestle all the time.
Coach, and I'm new to the sport, but when I'm watching this match right here, Max seems like his body weight, his hips are a little bit high on Jason right now. Is that some of that unconventional you're talking about?
Yeah, that's pretty unconventional. We used to call that a Denver. It's a Denver ride because you're like a mile high, but Max is making it work because he's got him actually in a position. The only thing that could save the Cedar kid right here is if the referee stops this because it's potentially dangerous. But
Gotcha.
Max has got him turned. He's going to turn.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Just slipped out of it.
And Max is going again. He's given Jansen a little bit of his own medicine right here, working the legs pretty hard, and he's trying hard to get him under. He's doing everything he can.
Got that arm locked.
He's trying what we call a power half, and
look at this.
Baby, oh. We probably ought to say something more technical than but that was definitely He's got 28 seconds right now. They're not improving either one. They look like they're tied up. The referee wouldn't be wrong to call him for a stalemate here because neither one can.
Got that arm locked.
Here he goes again. Here he goes again. He's going to stretch him. If he can force that head underneath and bring that arm across.
You can just see the effort in their faces of how hard they're working right now to try to get those moves to be successful.
Just going to have to run out of time right here. But Max wrestled him tough. I feel like he did a great job fighting off his back in the times he was there, but he gave him all he wanted, and he was very close to putting him on his back.
Great match right there. Jason Payne did a good job to win that one, the 4th-ranked 4A wrestler at that weight class, but Max, super impressive to hang in there with one of the top-ranked wrestlers in the state.
Absolutely, good job, Max. And you know what? He can learn from that, Coach. He can learn from that, figure out things he needs to do, work on his conditioning a little bit more, but work on things, and he's going to be okay. He can come back and get that kid.
Tegan Whitehand, sponsored by Findlay Volkswagen, the 157-pound wrestler for Snow Canyon, is ranked 5th in the state right now, taking on Race Zobel from Cedar.
You know, Tegan operates on about 120 volts all the time.
Just like his sister in soccer.
I'm telling you what, they're great kids. Excellent family, just outstanding. In fact, their parents were both great athletes here at Snow Canyon High School. So Tegan's got an underhook, and he's working. And now that's a great call. See, Cedar is backed off the mat twice, so he got warned for stalling, which means now he's got to stay in the match for sure. He can't allow himself to get backed off. That's a great call by the official. Great job. Tegan's got a front headlock situation, but not now. It's broken the headlock. So now he's reached underneath, and you can see, he lost the ankle, but he's almost able to sit him on his bum and score from there. He's doing a good job. And they work off. Wrestling took them off. That's the difference between the situation. The time before, he allowed himself to be backed off. That's why he got warned for stalling. This time, though, wrestling action took them off. So that's not a warning, not a penalty. Good job. He got his hips back well. He's got the ankle ran around. There's your 2 takedown by Tegan. Good job. And a nice turnaround and quick little sit out and stand up. Tegan still got control because he's got a front headlock, but he's lost that now. They should get the 1 neutral. There's the 1 neutral. So he can defend himself. That's when the 1 comes. Tegan's back on the attack. And he's got a shot here. He's got the leg, got himself up in a position where he's trying now. He's got to finish that. Now he's reaching up. He's got the near leg, but he's got what's called a carry position. He got around the waist, and there's the 2. Because he was off his base, so he's covered the hips, and there's 2.
Crossface.
Kind of hard to get that crossface when you're parallel.
Yeah.
Because your arms anatomically aren't long enough to get over there. See, sure glad I missed that one. The referee's going to be looking if he lands one of those. Nice job. The kid sat out. He went around the other side, but he's got his leg now. So, if anything, the referee allowed it to end with no score. If anything, it could have been 1, but not quite. He hadn't broken away.
So Tegan with a 4-1 lead after round 1 on the mat here in the 157-pound weight class, again sponsored by Findlay Volkswagen. Tegan going to be on top to start round 2.
Yep, Race Zobel went ahead and took. Tegan had choice. He deferred. He's got him in. Oh, gosh, that was close. He had a nice, the kid on bottom, Zobel, he sat out, and Tegan quickly sucked him back and put him right on his back. But Zobel, equally as quick, got off his back, so there was no points there. And Tegan, still in control, was able to follow, cover the hips, and maintain control. So no points anywhere, but a whole lot of action.
Tegan looks like he wants to just bring him back into the circle.
Yep, he's attempting here. Oh, he was looking for a near leg lift into a Turk position, but it didn't quite pan out. The kid was able to get his knees back down on his base. Here comes that suck back opportunity. But he goes ahead and looking kind of for a near cradle here.
He's got to try to get that shoulder turned.
Yep. If he can lift near the knee. Still maintaining control good, keeping his hips tight, keeping pressure forward. He's a little bit leery of that set out, and I'll tell you what Cedar does. Ooh, he's got him right there in what they call a butter. He sat out, and Tegan went the opposite way. People are not expecting that generally. Now he's just got to get chest to chest. He get his chest back on his chest and just squeeze his guts out. Stay on his knees. If he can stay on his knees, then nothing's going to touch except for the shoulders. He's really close. Ooh, he's right there.
There it is.
There's the fall. Wow.
The butter move.
Exciting.
Smooth as butter with the pin.
It was very nice. Well said, Coach. Well
love
said.
It. Great mass right there by Tegan. I love it.
That's exciting.
Well, this is one that I've been looking forward to right here. 165-pound weight class. We've got Rockwell Jones, sponsored by Vibrant Healthcare, going to be taking on Justin Anderson of Cedar. Rockwell at the 165-pound weight class, he is the first ranked wrestler in 4A right now.
Is he really? That is so incredible. And you know what? He's every bit as equal as a kid. All of these kids are great kids. Rockwell's ranked #1, and he's just an awesome young man. Tegan's awesome. They're all incredible good kids.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Oh. Wow. I looked away for a second and tell you the truth. Sorry, all you people out there in TV land. I don't even know what just happened, but Rock's on top, and he's up 2-0. He's looking for a tilt here. Now he's got him in a situation. He's got a near wrist now, and he's got him in a tilt situation. He just turned him right there. He's got his hips turned. He's using his feet well to keep. So he got at least 2 near fall there. He switched hold, so now he can. If the referee felt like he didn't feel like he got out of criteria there, so he's going to continue. This is now just a 3 near fall. It won't be 2 and 3. He's just a 3 near fall. But Rock's got him in a really tight situation. He's going to readjust, get on top, put his chest up, and then now he's got a head and an arm, which is totally legal. Now he'll put his shoulder right in there and squeeze hard. And if he wants to fall, he's going to get it because he's got 50 seconds to go. It's an awful long time to try and stay off. It's pretty difficult from a head-to-head situation. He's got to get more to the side. You can see him working to a perpendicular situation. Now he's coming across. Now he'll just lift that elbow a little bit and then squeeze the shoulders. With his right elbow, he's lifting his head. Now he's gotten chest to chest. He'll apply his pressure, get off his knees. Ooh. Now he's got him in a double leg situation, and it's a matter of time here. Bam.
There it is. Wow.
And Rock helps him up. Good for him.
And that's what it looks like when a #1 ranked wrestler gets on the mat.
It's awful
One
fun.
round, pin. Great
Awful
match
fun.
right there by Rockwell.
Here comes Phoenix Oliver. Phoenix is coming out. He's just going to get a 4-foot here.
Phoenix Oliver, ranked #3 in the state. Looking forward to the regionals and the state tournament. Speaking of regionals and the state tournament, the Warriors will be wrestling in their regional matches, the divisionals, the 11th and 12th of February, and it looks like they're going to have to travel all the way up to Mountain Crest in Logan for those divisional rounds, and then they will follow that up with the state tournament, which will be held in Richfield this year on the 18th and 19th of February.
Up at the old Sevier Valley Center tonight. Okay, at 190, we got Brecken Fisher. Brecken is sponsored by Dennis Miller Homes, and he's going to be going against Aiden Bouha.
This should be a pretty good one right here. Brecken is ranked 4th currently in the state in 4A, while Aiden Bouha from Cedar is ranked 6th in the state.
Wow. Aiden was in deep on a shot, went to take Brecken. Brecken took him over and went with the pressure that Aiden gave and just rode it right through and put him right down. Now Brecken's out on a crossface. He's got a near ankle, but Aiden's really got his hip down and now has come across and has got Brecken in a situation.
Get out, Breck. Look at all the pressure he's applying right there.
Brecken's got down, he's got himself down, and now you've got 3 points of contact out, and so they're out. But Brecken will still be down, but that's a good job to get off his backward 2-2.
Good work from both of the 190-pound wrestlers right there. We've got a 2-2 match right now, about halfway through the first period of action. Brecken takes the bottom on the restart.
He's in a tripod position here, and he's not really, there's now Aiden's got a leg in, so now he's going to begin to try and work and control his hips and work stuff up top. Now, ooh, Brecken, that can be very risky. Sometimes it can play good dividends. He's got the leg in, but he's gone over his head, which
just got to get the legs out, which he did.
Now. There's a transition right now. There's 2 reversal. He's in criteria. That's just flat out strength when you can do that. Now he's trying to get out. There it
is, wow.
There's the fall. Great job.
Brecken Fisher, 4th ranked in the state. Pin on Aiden Bouha from
Brecken.
Cedar.
Yep.
What a great, good senior night for him.
Absolutely.
Pin in the first period of action right there. Great job.
Okay, here we come. Vince Threlfall. Coach Kitchell's got to be real happy. I see him down there. These are the uniforms Coach Kitchell had when he was coaching. This is what Marty Rubalcaba was wearing when he won the state championship.
Oh, there you go.
So here's Vince paying. Ooh, look at that. Oh, man, that was a great heel pick that he had. He controlled his head. He's got his 2 takedown.
Bryson Bennett, the Cedar wrestler, against Vince right here. And just a little bit on this one. Another one of those marquee matchups tonight. Vince is currently ranked number 2 in the state, while Bryson is ranked number 6.
Vince has got a near wrist. Well, it's a far wrist on his near side. Now it becomes a near wrist. He's got 2-on-1. Be interesting to see. He's looking for a half. Gonna let him go. Gives up 1 point, and that's just fine because he feels real confident on his feet. Right now, it looks like Bryson Bennett doesn't want a lot to do with him. He's backing off, and Vince lets him go and invites him back to the center, and just with a blast double, it doesn't quite work out. Whoa.
Oh.
Wow.
A lot of strength.
A lot of strength right there. But now here comes Bryson in a takedown and a good
reversal.
Strength. He fought that off, and he actually gets the takedown. So he should be, well, it should be 5-2 now. Huh. Or did we lose track of points here? Anyway, Bryson's up right now. And this will be a good experience for Vince. Give him a chance to work on bottom. He doesn't get here very often. Vince goes for a little bit of a Granby roll situation and gets that, quickly comes up, weights the head, and then goes to the leg. There's a good slide by, and he gets right around and gets his 2. So now it's 5-3. Right now, Bryson's down on his belly fighting things off. Vince he's got an inside wrist control. Now he's going far underarm. Not yet. Then Bryson's come up. Vince goes ahead and releases him. Bryson's got to stay in. Vince is pushing the action. We got 5-4. Got a good match going on.
Good match right here, and Vince has given up 2 points.
Yeah.
Keeping the match tight right there, getting ready to enter second period. It's Cedar's call. They're going to defer. Thurfall's going to take the bottom again. See if he can't get out of that, get a little bit of an escape, earn some points there.
Vince is built to his base. He's gotten up to his feet now. Working his hands, gets that leg down now. He's got to lead the wizard, get his leg down. Wait, Tank, good job. Now he's got, that should be one right there, good. Now again, Bryson is backing off. He's backed off. Oh, ooh. Surprised the referee didn't ding him, didn't ring him up, but he must have felt like wrestling took him off, but he wouldn't have been wrong. Here comes Vince, he's got a nice underhook. He can do a throw by here and catch the knee, or now he's got an over and under. You could see a throw here, Coach. He's got an over and under, and you might see him chuck him right here. He'll press him, and when Bryson presses back in, he'll throw him like there's no tomorrow. He's got an underhook. Now he's got that collar tie, got a wrist in the collar tie. Now he's got the overhook. Looking for an over and under right now, and Bryson knows, you can see him putting the head right in the chest and backing up. Boom, that's warning stalling right there. See how he backed off the mat to avoid wrestling? Can't do that.
Hey, a little bit of information on Vince while we're watching the second period right here. Vince is a junior, leads the team as a captain, and is tied for the most wins this season with 31. He also leads the team in takedowns this year with 54 of those.
He had a nice shot.
Add another one.
Yep, he had a nice shot right there, and Bryson pulled him up, but then he did a little bit of a throw by and was able to cover his hips for the 2. Now he's got a leg in. He's got that far wrist, and now he reaches through the leg, grabs that wrist, and now he can get the hand. He can slip that hand underneath and use the elbow as a crowbar to bring that right back up. That's what he was working. He ran out of time there. Cedar's choice, and he's going to take down. He's down 8-4 right now in the match. Cedar does a switch. Vince follows real good, breaks him down. Again, he's got that wrist, and we'll see what he's going to do with it. Is he going to go far wrist? He's working. He's got both wrists underneath right now. As soon as he uncovers those hips, Bryson's got to come up. Vince has actually got his legs turned. Now he's going to what's called a Navy ride. If he can get, oh, he got out of that, so didn't get to see that, but that's a very effective ride. He's actually got, there's a tremendous amount of pressure. You can't see it right now, but he's actually, you can see the wrist right there that he's got. He's got it reversed out, and the pressure is tremendous on the shoulder. It's unbelievable. But he's looking for that Navy ride again, but now he's just covering hips.
1 minute to go here in the final period of the match. Vince with a 4-point lead over Bryson, and a couple of strong kids on the mat right now showing their strength.
Not a lot happening here. Bryson's got to make some effort to score somehow. He's just kind of like staying studded up, based up, and not really working to score any points. Vince doing a lot of work, but he's in control, so sometimes this gets very difficult to call.
Ref just leaned in, looks like maybe gave him a warning to get to work.
Yeah, he's trying to encourage him rather than ring him up for stalling, which, you know, I mean, Vince again is doing a good job getting him down, but when the bottom guy's head's on the mat like that, he's not really trying. He's not trying to score at all here. Vince, as though, has got to push the action. He's got to try and score. So both guys have got to make Both guys are responsible for scoring. Here comes Vince. He's got a nice wrist now. He brings it. Brought him right down into a tilt situation. Would have been good. Could have finished up right there.
Tech
But
fall?
No, that was just a regular decision.
Just a regular
8-4.
decision. 8-4 to Vince.
So 3 points for the Warriors.
3 more points for the Warriors. And we are now at the heavyweight division. Tag Gubler, sponsored by Westfab Inc. Gonna be wrestling against Jason Ziegler from Cedar.
You know, this is more a heavyweight tag size. Last time he wrestled that just
That's right.
giant kid from
Correct.
Pineview that was clearly older and, I mean, in the words of the Mighty Ducks, more facial hair. He was a big man.
Right. And
This one's more his size. so-
Yes, Tag just a sophomore. Qualified for state last year as a freshman. Looking to help the Warriors score some points at that state tournament coming up here in a few weeks. Oh,
Ooh,
good
very nice
takedown.
fireman's carry right there. He shot inside, but he held on to the elbow, controlled the elbow. As soon as he hit that far leg, then it was an easy
Look at
knock.
this.
Now he's got a nice crossface cradle. He's got near fall. He's got 2. He lost the cradle, but he held on to that. Now he's working a corkscrew out in front. No, he's going again for the cradle. Trying to drive that head to the knee, but the other guy, Ziegler, Jason broke his grip right there. So Tag's got another crossface. Now they go out of bounds. So he's learned a lot in just this little bit about what he can do. So if he gets in flat, you can bet that crossface is going to come. If he can get the cradle, great. If he can't, then he's going to run the corkscrew out on front. They call it a grapevine or a corkscrew. Either way, it hurts really bad.
It doesn't sound pleasant.
It is not. It is not. Here he goes. Taking him back down, staying, good job, takes him back down to the mat. There goes the crossface. It's difficult, though, to get that on a guy this size just from, you know, he's expending a lot of energy, and it's okay for him to break him down flat and get going from that situation. From being up top, the guy's weight, he can fight it off lots easier from up there. So
Jason taking the bottom position on Tag right now. Just under 30 seconds to go here in the first period.
Tag's worked into a, ooh, very good. He worked into a situation, he stood up and actually faced Tag, which allowed him to sit into a double leg situation and drove him off the mat. Coaches were ready to protect him from banging their heads on the hardwood. That's not fun.
Oh, I would imagine that's almost as
Tag-
bad as hitting the mat. The mat
yeah.
doesn't look like it's all that soft.
Tag's doing a good job. He's working that crossface again. Working that crossface again. Doing a good job. He's keeping his weight on Ziegler and making him carry him, which is a good thing. Tag had the choice and he deferred.
4-0 first period for Tag Gubler, beginning the second period right here. Cedar going to take the down position, deferred, and Gubler's going to take the top.
Again, Tag does a good job.
Oh,
He
look
is
at this.
just handling him. Oh man, that's tight. That's really tight. He just has to readjust. There comes the crossface. Now he'll reach underneath. If he can get the near leg, and lift that. If he can't, now he's looking to run into a cradle again. There's the
Looks like he's
cradle.
got it.
Got him up. Now if he can get that bottom knee and square up his shoulders, boom, there's the fall.
Sophomore Tag Gubler with a pin.
Excellent job. Excellent job.
6 more points for Team Warrior. As we now move ourselves back to the front of the weight divisions. Believe we're gonna go to the 106 division right here. Asher Farr, sponsored by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, gonna be wrestling Elijah Buckner from Cedar.
You better get your bio read quick because I don't think this is going to last
Well,
long.
I'll just tell you the big stuff right here. Asher is currently ranked #1 in the state of Utah. A lot of different tournaments and things that he's won this year. He's a back-to-back Desert Storm champion from one of those tournaments. And he's a top 8 medalist at the prestigious Rockwell Rumble this year.
That is no easy feat. I'm telling you what, that's quite a deal. He hit a nice outside single. Now he's got him in a tilt situation. He didn't hold him in criteria long enough, but he is going to be dominant here tonight. He's just got his hips tight, and he has got him right there in criteria. There's a 2 count, I think. Yep, there's 2 near fall. So with that near wrist, now he's controlling things, looking to reach through his legs and get that wrist, then bring him back into tilt this side. There's another criteria. You could see a tech fall. You could see him score 15 points this first period. He's going to pick up 3 more. There's 3, so now he's 7. And he's still got a minute to go. So he's halfway to a tech fall. He's looking again now. He's done a little reach-through roll. The first time we saw that was actually proliferation. We saw it out of Palo Verde, or Camp Verde, excuse me, Camp Verde, Arizona. We saw that move. So he picked up, did he pick up 2 more? So he's at 9 right now.
9 points on his way to 15. He's got 42 seconds remaining here in the first period.
Asher is tough. Oh man, he is tough all the way out. Throwing a leg in now. So he might be working on different things now. He's got him on a reverse, got that far ankle. Went ahead and bring him back. He's hugging him to him. They picked up, he's got at least 2 more. Yep, there's 2 more, so we're at 11 with 22 seconds to go. He's got him in another situation. There's 2 more. So there's 13, he needs 2 more. I think he's gonna get that far wrist around the waist, but then he might be coming through, just with a tilt with a stack, and he's got him there. He's holding him tight. Can he stay out? If he comes out, it's going to be a tech. So there's a tech fall right there.
And there you go.
Yep.
It's 15 points
Done.
in the first period.
In
That's
the first
very
period.
impressive. Couple more things from Asher right here. He's 31-4, make it 32-4 on the season so far. 20 of his wins have come by fall.
You know, Elijah Buckner, that's an awful good thing for him to get out there, and it shows a lot of courage to get out there as somebody as decorated, because believe me, he's not dumb. He knows that Asher is tough.
Yeah, and Asher is not a senior. I don't know what year he is, but an underclassman coming back.
I think he's a sophomore. I'm not sure, but I think he's a sophomore.
Program is definitely in good hands with Mr. Lang right there running
And
things.
Caden Guyman is a freshman, and he didn't have any, but Caden Guyman's quite decorated. He didn't have a chance to read what he's done, but he's done some great things this year too.
It says here on his bio that he's the 3rd-ranked wrestler in his weight class, and as a freshman, that's very impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Now we come to the final match of the evening, saving the 120 senior Edgar Renteria to wrestle Wyatt Greenall of the Cedar Reds. Edgar Renteria is currently ranked #3 in the state. He's a back-to-back Desert Storm Invitational champion from the years 2020 and 2021. Placed twice at the state tournament in years past. Over 100 varsity wins like we talked about before. Edgar is in complete control right now.
You bet. He tied him up and threw him in a head and arm, but didn't quite have him in criteria. So he got 2 takedown, and then Greenhall was able to get back to his base. Edgar working tough on that crossface cradle. He's got him, took him one way. He's able to, Greenhall was able to break the hold. Now Edgar's got that wrist through his legs, and he's got him back in a tilt situation. So he's got him in criteria, came out. Nope, nothing there, didn't hold him long enough. Remember, you got to have 2 seconds at least to get a 2 second, to get a 2 count, to get a 2-point near fall. And if you go from, if you have 5 seconds or more, then that's a 3-point near fall. He's had him there a couple times, just not long enough. Almost long enough, just not. Now he's got a leg in, and he's working what... This is a powerful move here if he rolls up there. And because he is in bounds, he can still get... But he came out of that quick. Edgar just seems to be really... I'm sure he's excited because it's his senior night. But if he settles in and just gives it a chance, he's gonna get after him in one of many ways. Right now he's got that's what's called a Navy ride, where he's controlling the hips by being through, and he goes to something different there. Oh, wow, that was exciting there. So he picked up another 2 near fall. He's up 6-0.
End of the first period, getting ready to start the second. Cedar has deferred once again. Coach Lang giving instructions. Edgar is going to take the up position to begin period number 2.
Here comes Edgar working that cross-face cradle again, and he's just flat out just took him right up. That's not a normal thing. That's very difficult to do the way he did it. But Greenhall is just rolling through, but now he's got him. See that bottom knee? He got the bottom knee in his hip. Now he'll squeeze, and he's got his hips pretty well secured. You can look for the fall really close here. He's got him so tight, he's actually rolled his shoulders. It's going to be really hard because he's got him so tight there. He's got him very close. Oh, boy, that's close. He comes out. Greenhall comes out. So he got 3 near fall. He's up 9-1. Greenhall shoots. Edgar brings him up. He's got an overhook on this situation. You might see a throw. You might see a carry. There comes Edgar on a nice shot. Ooh. Could be throwing. They're looking to throw each other, both out of bounds. Tying up, both guys had a chance to throw there. Luckily, that one out of bounds, so no points for anybody. Ooh! That was almost what was called a spladle. You don't see those very often, but Edgar was able to come down, get a takedown. He's up 11-1. He's got a leg in right now. And working that far half. Oh, he's going to turn him right here. Yep, there goes criteria. So he's up 13 right now. So if he pins him right here, it's over. If he doesn't, it's over. Either way, it's over. There's the fall.
There you go. What a great match right there from Edgar Renteria on senior night. Grabs a pin. And Coach, the Warriors just dominant performance here at home tonight. 67-9 over the Cedar Reds. And looking really, really good, I would think, moving into those divisionals and state championship.
Yep, they are healthy. I'm not sure why Brendan Smith didn't wrestle tonight. Could be that he's trying to get his health up and get exceedingly healthy for going into divisionals. But still, that is such a great way to end their season. Their dual season, that is so great, so great. And back-to-back championships seals the deal. That is exciting. So happy for Coach Lang, his whole staff, and all the wrestling team.
Yeah, for sure. No matter what sport it is in a high school setting, anything back-to-back, absolutely amazing. So congratulations to Coach Nick Lang, the Snow Canyon Warrior Wrestlers, for another region championship. And again, super excited to go see what happens at the divisional and state tournament this year with this group.
Absolutely. They're going to be taking a lot of excitement up there to Cache Valley, and should be a great, they'll have a great showing. The object now as they go into that tournament is to try and qualify as many as they can. The most they could qualify would be 28 if they qualified, if they qualified all of their varsity and all of their JV. that would be 28. And what that does is the only ones that score for you are the ones who are the varsity wrestlers, but the JV wrestlers, they can score, they can place individually, but they actually take points away from, because if your JV kids are really, really experienced, then they may be varsity kids from other schools. So they actually take away from other teams, where your varsity kids, they've got to win it on their own. So it's I don't know if I explained that very well, but it's...
Well, and from what I'm understanding, right, you can qualify 1 to 28 kids then at a state tournament, and the depth of your team really plays into how well you might have an opportunity to win a state title.
Yep, absolutely.
And Coach, I'm looking around up here. I don't see a wrestling state banner up in this gym yet.
Nope, not yet.
How close have we been?
We've finished, I think they finished 5th last year, 4th or 5th last year. So,
well, there you go. Center of the frame on our picture right now. You can see the Snow Canyon wrestling team coming together. Coaches being summoned over so they can get a team picture here on senior night at Snow Canyon High School. Your 2-time region champion, back-to-back wrestling group, the Snow Canyon Warriors.
That is so great. So proud of these kids. So proud of the coaching staff. Coach Lang, what an outstanding job. And shout out to his wife, Summer, for all she does. I know he really, really appreciates her, everything she does, and puts into this a lot of... All the coaches put a lot into it. A lot of all their spouses sacrifice a lot.
Impossible to be a great coach and have a great program without a fantastic, great wife.
Yes, absolutely.
They sacrifice so much so these guys can be with these kids and help mold and shape young men. And their sacrifice just unheralded for what the wives do.
Absolutely.
To allow us to do what we do.
They are such great support.
Well, as we get ready to leave tonight, let's shoot one more big congratulations and thanks out to the senior Warriors: Branson Averett, Brecken Fisher, Braden Jones, Aubriana Mahoney, Carlos Ortiz, Jackson Pickavit, Zach Rasmussen, and Edgar Renteria. Congratulations to the Snow Canyon Warriors on a back-to-back region titles, and we wish them the best of luck as they head into divisionals and the state tournament next month in February. Once again, those divisionals are going to be held up in Logan at Mountain Crest High School on the 11th and 12th of February, and then the following week on the 18th and 19th in Richfield, Utah, the state tournament will take place. We hope you find a way to watch, enjoy some good wrestling, and let's hope that our Warriors have a good showing at state and possibly come back with the first school state championship in wrestling.
That'd be incredible.
That would be great. Well, for me, Ken Cundy, this is Coach Rob Ward. Appreciate you being here, and thanks for joining us tonight. Have a good evening, and we'll see you again here on WarriorNation.tv.